Prison City Film Festival. We're live here tonight at the Old Town Theater in Huntsville. I am your host, Giselle, today, and next to me I have Corinne, the City Festival Director. Are you excited for today?
Oh my gosh, today is like Christmas Eve for us. We're getting ready. Festival starts first thing tomorrow, so yeah, we're thrilled.
It's very exciting. If you don't mind, could you tell me a bit about your role in the film festival?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am the festival director, and I have been since day one. So my job kind of involves being really hands-on with the running of the festival itself. There's a lot of work in the prep and the lead up and getting everything ready, organizing and coordinating things, but a lot of what I do happens this week.
That's really interesting to know. I was wondering, how long have you been in this field for?
So we've been doing the festival. So we've been in the indie film world. This is going on our 8th year as a film festival. We've been doing other types of productions and performance-based type things for really as long as I can remember. And we're always looking for some new creative project to do. And about, I don't even know, I'm going to give my age away here, at least 20 or plus years ago, we were doing some kind of production here at the Old Town Theater, and we've done a lot of things here, and we sat around and had been saying for a long time how fantastic it would be to do something like a film festival here at the Old Town Theater, and so that's kind of where that idea spawned.
I heard you talk about other things that you've done, like productions or like other festivals or anything like that you've done here before?
So what we've done in the past are things very community-based. We've done, we did for several years, we had a singing competition that we called Huntsville Superstar. It was kind of our own American Idol, local type American Idol that ran for several years, where we would get people within, 50, 100-mile radius to come in and do a live singing competition. We've done Battle of the Bands. We've done variety shows, many things like that.
I so enjoy that singing competition myself.
Right? It was a lot of fun. It got competitive too.
Really? Yeah. I'm gonna have to check that out. No, I'm a singer myself, so I can say that.
Listen, you're in good company.
Thank you. I did want to know, who inspired you to be in this field? What inspired you?
So what inspired us? So like I said, we used to do all different kinds of productions here at the theater. But what this theater is an old movie house. Back in the 40s, they would play movies out on the screen in there, and then there was a big fire and it burned down. And because we've had so many different kinds, what I can tell you about is the caliber of filmmakers that we've run into. So every year we get elderly folks who decided, I'm not too old, I want to do something, follow my dreams and make films. And so we've run the gamut of filmmakers, and we have people who submit to us from literally all over the world.
I think that's pretty interesting and creative, because I know there's a lot of people out there that really are like, I'm too young for this or too old for this, and are really afraid.
There's no such thing. No such thing. Absolutely. So our festival is a great opportunity to showcase those filmmakers and to give them a platform where their work can be seen. And we show it in this big, old, beautiful movie house. We give them an audience, and we give them an opportunity to uplift their work and get it seen and get it out there. And then they also have the opportunity here during the 4-day run of the festival to network with other filmmakers and other people who are associated with the film. So not just directors and writers, but crew members, people who excel at editing and special effects and know the behind the scenes and how to network and how to find people and how to find funding and that sort of thing. And it's just a really great opportunity for anybody who's interested in doing this.
I think many people should look into this if they really want to start somewhere. I think it's a really great opportunity.
Absolutely.
To start from.
Absolutely. I highly recommend for more information about our festival, just for the purposes of anybody watching, go to prisoncityfilmfestival.com. All of the schedule of events is going to be there. Also, that's where you can get tickets. If you can only make it for one film block, and one film block is about 2 hours long, it's $15.
Well, I would say I would totally go for it and try it.
Absolutely. So as little as $15 for one film block, or you can get a full 4-day pass and come to everything and meet the filmmakers. If you've ever been to a movie and watched a film that you just really loved and was really thought-provoking and thought, I really want to talk to the person who made this and pick their brain, this is an opportunity where you get to do that, and that's my favorite
amazing.
part.
I did want to know a bit about the history, because I heard it's like kind of like a family operating type thing.
It is. So like I said, we've had a lot of different types of productions and performances that we've done here at the Old Town Theater. Paul Shiver is the producer of the festival. He is also my father. And so we've been doing family business production-wise for basically the duration of my life. And when we all sat around talking about how fun it would be to put on a film festival, I got into that discussion because I like movies. At the end of the day, we're all movie people. We like watching movies. And we decided together that this was something that we wanted to do. And so we finally kind of got the wheels rolling on it in the middle of 2017. We decided, okay, let's pull the trigger. Let's do it. And we opened up for submissions on Film Freeway, thinking if we're lucky, we'll get 10, maybe 15 film submissions, and we'll have a little, screening, and we'll have some little get-togethers and everything. And I think that first year we received 89, almost 90 films that we received. So we were like, oh wow, okay, so we actually have to have this run for a couple of days so that we can give a platform to these filmmakers. And that was just year one, and which was February of 2018. I
think that's pretty amazing, and I think it was really nice meeting you also.
It was so good to meet you.
I hope that I know more about you after this.
Oh, well, hopefully we'll have lots of opportunities to talk again. It was great meeting you.
All right. I hope everyone enjoyed this. Next up, we have the Prison City Program Film Director right here next to me, Robert. It's nice meeting you. Are you excited for the Prison City Film Festival?
Oh, I'm stoked. I'm always excited to meet all the filmmakers that are coming in, and the locals that we can introduce to all these brand new films that have never been seen before.
Could you tell me a bit about your role as the Prison City Program Director?
As the Program Director, I'm the first one to get eyes on all the films. I screen all of them one by one, and I send them off to our panel of judges to discuss and deliberate on which films that we accept, and then the judges start discussing what films are going to be nominated for what awards, and there are many. But it's a lot of collaboration and emails, and yeah, that's what I do.
Pretty interesting. I saw some of the categories. There's a lot of
There
categories.
are, and that stems from our first year. There was a lot of a big learning curve for us, and we only had, I think, 13 categories at that time. And when we got a lot of feedback from our filmmakers, we realized, you know what, we kind of need to pattern this after the Oscars. We need to give as much attention to as many different aspects of film as there can be. And so there are different awards for feature lengths versus short film, documentary, narrative, and then amongst those, we break that down to cinematography and editing and music, sound, writing, and then we go to the directors and acting, and even beyond that, then we go to genre of film. And that one tends to vary year by year because we don't always get horror films, or we may not get a comedy, or we may not get a drama one year. So those typically fluctuate from year to year. But there are many different genres. And then the creme de la creme, our best in show, is our Warden's Vanguard. And as Corinne was saying before, we're a city of prisons, and so everything is prison related. So we have the CO award, which is our correctional officer, and we have our sergeant's award and desk boss, and the major, the captain, which is for our directors. But then again, the Warden's Vanguard is our Best in Show award.
Really nice. I really, from what I heard, like there's many different categories you can go into. I think that's a really great opportunity for many of us, because I've seen a few like film festivals or like certain things they can submit films into, and they stick you into just one single category and just limit you on things that you can do. And I think what y'all are doing is really great to go into.
Thank you so much. And we even have a student category. We used to only have just one student film award, but now Paul, he said, we need to recognize more of our students. And so we have our varsity award, which is pre-high school, and then, pre-college. So anybody, from high school, and I think we have a junior high submission this year, and then we have our college, undergrad, and our graduate award as well. And then we have best performance, best director, and best overall student film categories.
Again, I think this is a great opportunity for many people out there that really just want to get out there and know and meet more. And not limit yourself to just something small.
Right.
I did want to know, what inspired you to enter into this field?
Well, as Corinne said, this is a family production, and she is my wife. But also, I have always loved film. As early as I can remember, my brothers and I would quote movies to each other and try to figure out who could figure out what movie it was from some of the more obscure lines from those movies, and we would always test each other on it. But I've always been a bit of a cinephile, and it's carried on as Corinne and I have gotten married, and our date nights always consisted of a movie of some sort, and some great, some it's like, wow, that was interesting, but. I've just always loved film.
That's amazing. I'm honestly new to this field, so I'm getting I see a bunch of these things, films that I'm getting to know, and I'm like, these are very, very interesting. The more I look into it and everything.
We think so too.
How long have you been in this field, though?
As long as it's been running, 8 years. I've been the programmer director from day one, and it's been an honor to be able to be the first person to see all the films that are submitted to us. It's exciting, and there are some things that I'm very shocked and I'm very impressed with a lot of the quality of the films that we get. And it could be anything from the how well it was written to how well it was performed to the editing. So we have one film in particular I'm thinking of that just you'll know it when you see it, but come on down and you'll see it for yourselves.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that then. To try and see it. I enjoy editing. I'm not the best, but I'm getting there. Hopefully,
yeah.
One day I enjoy editing. Become better at editing. But as you as the program director, if you don't mind me asking, is there like a genre that you prefer more than the others?
My personal favorite is comedy. I do appreciate a good drama, and really, if you can combine action with comedy, that's always my favorite. But we don't get too many action comedies, but we do get quite a bit of comedies, and we have some great ones this year. You should definitely come down and check them out.
Is there anything that you look into when you're looking at everything?
As far as, could you explain more?
I'm trying to think of a way how to explain it. Like when you're seeing them, is there criteria or something? Like when you're judging them or looking into them?
As far as I'm concerned, I am just looking for general overall quality of the film, and as far as everything else that goes up for awards, that is for our jury to decide.
That is good to know. I was wondering, are you from here, or are you from somewhere else?
I grew up in the Woodlands and graduated. I'm old. Graduated in class of '96. Joined the Navy. Came back. Started going to college and transferred up here to Sam Houston back in 2004. Graduated in 2005.
A long time ago.
Yeah, I'm a little bit older.
So amazing. Were you a film student back then?
I was not. I actually majored in criminal justice here. September 11th had a impact on me, and that kind of directed me to want to get into criminal justice. Obviously, that's not the direction my career has taken me, but that's how I wound up here at Sam Houston before their their outstanding criminal justice program.
When did you realize that you wanted to steer into this area? When you started liking filming a lot?
Well, so this, believe it or not, is actually part-time for me. I am a full-time airline pilot.
Oh wow! That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, thank you. I love my job.
Huh. I hope I can also love my job once I get it.
But that's also kind of what made me a perfect fit for the programming director, because I will use my time away from home to watch the films on my overnights.
That's true.
Yeah.
About you talking about yourself, can you tell us a bit more about yourself?
Well, I mean, like I said, I grew up in the Woodlands. Corinne and I have been married for almost 20 years, and we have 5 amazing children. If you're coming to the festival, you'll probably meet 2 of them, 2 of our oldest, Andy and Aubrey, 16 and 14. So this is again a family operation.
I really like that this is a family operation type of thing. I hope I one day do something similar into cinematography type of thing, editing. So I would love to learn more about how y'all started all this and everything.
This is the place to do it. We've had so many collaborations that have come about from this festival specifically. Excuse me. Sorry. We have had numerous filmmakers come to see their films, and then meet at the numerous amounts of get-togethers and socials that we have arranged throughout the week, and then they will come back and submit films together. We even had our panel of interns from a few years back form their own production company because they met here at Prison City Film Festival. Some Like It Productions.
That's pretty neat. Again, great opportunity. I really hope I can make it so that I can also try and meet people and expand my horizons on a lot of things.
We'd love to have you and everybody here.
I know Corinne said something about music aspect of multiple things. And other areas of film. Do you also look into those? Are you also part of those?
Well, so I was part of putting on the Huntsville Superstar and Battle of the Bands, a lot of backstage, more stage manager positions, kind of wrangling contestants, and all right, it's time for them to go on now, and let's get these people off the stage expeditiously but also safely, because it's really crowded back there. But we're not worried about back of the theater with the film festival, because all we're gonna do is just drop the screen and there it is.
I've seen Battle of the Bands twice. In the past 2 times that it's been hosted, and I thought it was pretty great. The Battle of the Bands,
glad you're able to see
it. I hope one of these days I could be part of it, but hopefully. I was wondering about anything else you would like to share with us?
Again, everything can be found at PrisonCityFilmFestival.com. You can buy tickets there, and we look forward to having you.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
It was really nice meeting you.
Likewise.
And that was Robert, everybody. And next, I have one of the film students here at Sam Houston named Trevor.
Hey,
good.
Giselle,
How about you?
Good. I'm doing well. It's really cool to be here. A little bit nervous, I guess. I'm used to being behind the camera, not in front of it.
I feel you on that. It's my first time ever doing this. I am terrified. Are you excited for the film festival?
Yeah, I'm super excited. As I said, I've never really done anything like this. I've never been to a film festival before, so it's really cool that they put on one in Huntsville. Again, this is the 8th year. I'm just really stoked to be a part of it. 2 of my short films are in it, both of which I made last semester for class projects, so that's really cool to see them getting recognition and see my hard work getting recognized, as well as my fellow students too.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Is this your first time joining the Prison City Film Festival?
Yeah, this is my first time joining the Prison City Film Festival. The only other like media competition I've been a part of was with photography last year, and that was just at the like on-campus one, Heat Wave, and that was really cool. Although that one got rained out, that was really unfortunate during the Great Huntsville flood during that time. But yeah, this is the first time putting my short films into any sort of film.
So I heard you submitted two films. What are they about, if you don't mind?
Two films. Yeah, certainly. So both of films were done for Professor Wojtek's classes, one of which was his cinematography class. And that film is called For Scene Chords. It's a film noir. It's black and white. Basically, I was just in the radio practicum, 90.5 KSHU The Cat. My friend Jaden and I were on break one day, and I was just like, hey man, I need to do a class project, final for cinematography. Would you be down to be in it? And my friend Jaden, he's a great guy. He's also a fellow student over here at Sam Houston in the digital media, what's it called, mass communication program, and he is a big music guy. He's part of a band, they're called Blackmore, terrific band, just a lot of like cool punk rock stuff, and I was like, man, like, I think you have great talents. I would love to shoot a video of you maybe doing something with music. He's a drummer, but he also plays guitar. So I basically just had him sit down and play his guitar for me. Added a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a story. It's kind of interpretive. It is film noir. But I was really pumped with how that one turned out visually and thematically. Really nailed it. My friend Kenneth helped me out with that one. We just shot it at my friend's and yeah, really pumped.
I think that's pretty
about that film.
Pretty interesting to hear about your friend, like everything he does, all the instruments he plays, from what I hear.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I mean, and he absolutely just killed it. He's never even been in a film or anything like that before, and he just came on, played his guitar. I'm really excited for everybody to see that one Thursday night. And then my other film, that's called Withdrawal. That one was also done for Professor Wojtek's class, although his directing for film and TV class, which I think two other students from that same class both submitted their final projects for the Prison City Film Festival and got in. So that's just really cool to see my fellow Bearcats succeeding out there. There were a ton of great films. I know you were in that class too, right? Professor Wojtek,
yes,
directing for film and TV. Yeah, I remember watching your film. Yeah, so I mean, and there were some really good films in that class. So it's cool to see three of us get in. I mean, that was really special. That film is a little bit more of a personal one. It's kind of like a love story, romance, heartbreak. Very cool film, though. I'm really excited for everybody to see that one as well. So.
Thank you for your time. Also, it was really nice seeing you again, Trevor.
Appreciate it, Giselle. Thank you very much.
All right, that was pretty great. I think the films that he submitted is amazing. And now, next up, we have another film student with us today. His name is Cruz.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me. So, are you excited for the film festival today?
I am so excited. It is a great opportunity for all of the film majors and film students. It's kind of my first one, other than the campus one. But I don't know if that one counts as much.
I would say maybe it might count a bit. It's still a film.
I hope. Because I already put what's it called? The latcher? Yeah, I already put it on there, so I hope it counts.
So you're telling me this is your very first film festival you're joining?
Big major one that I
Have you
count,
done other ones? Even if they're smaller ones?
Just the common reader one so far. Because I didn't know film festivals were a thing until this year.
How do you feel about this one, though?
I'm excited. It's so big. It feels big, especially for the Huntsville area. It feels really big for the Huntsville area.
So I heard that you're working with Trevor on them. What is?
Sure did.
What was your role on the films that you helped him with, and which one?
On the noir one, I was his gaffer, which is like controls lighting and stuff. And on his what's it called? Evaporation? No. Yeah, well, on the second one, Withdrawal, I was his cinematographer, and we worked together very well. He also helped me on mine. He was also my cinematographer.
That's pretty neat.
For Alone Tonight, if you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. Or come to the Prison City Film Festival and watch it there.
What Like, you did grapher and cinematographer. What do you feel more comfortable with since you tried both of them?
Cinematographer. I love cameras. That's why I'm in it, in this sort of the field. Because ever since I was a kid, it felt right to pick up a camera and take photos. But once I got my professional Canon R50, it felt even better. It felt like my world changed, and that's what I was meant to do.
I'm still exploring myself, being all new to this, as I was on medical field, so whole new change.
You need to come act for one of my films, because I know she can act and she can dance. She needs to be doing that stuff.
We'll see. We'll see if I act on one of them. Maybe. So if you're in the film and you're submitted also, is there like a category you're aiming for to win?
I would love to win cinematography or just best picture, but it would have to be feature probably.
Well, I'm rooting for you to win it.
Thank
Tell me, what inspired you to be like a filmmaker and into all this?
Because I love the cameras, like I said. I actually learned recently that my dad had a camera as well, and he did voiceovers for advertisements for this market that he worked back in Honduras. Yeah, and apparently it was straight coincidence that I wanted to go into the same field. So I think that was pretty neat that we just both liked the cameras and we both went to the same field.
I think that's pretty neat and inspiring. Even if it's just for the love of cameras. I hope I find my love in this field and something also.
You know, it's funny. I'm not even into movies that much. I just like cameras. But I know that the movie field is kind of where you mostly work with cameras.
True. I mostly enjoy editing.
Yeah.
That's what I want to mostly specialize in. But I also love camera work. I really hope I get better at camera work also.
I've seen some of your work. I think you're being a bit modest. You've got some talent there.
Hopefully there's more one day. Would you mind telling me like a bit about yourself?
Well, I am a sophomore at Sam Houston. I'm hoping to become a camera operator for like live sports events. I know Benjamin's over there nodding his head. He knows. Yeah, I've always been a big fan of sports and cameras, so I figured sports broadcasting. So I think that'd be pretty cool. The dream is to go over to England and do some work for Manchester United or the Premier League. But if I have to stay local, probably the Astros. Yeah.
Hey, dream big. Anything is possible, in my opinion. I always say that.
Oh, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it somehow.
I'm rooting for you. If I think I'll make it one day big, I believe in you too.
You will. You gotta say it. You gotta say, I will make it.
I will make it.
That's
is there
right.
any like sport that you specifically want to broadcast? Like anything that you prefer over the others?
I'm not picky. I love sports in general. So my preferred one would be soccer and baseball. But if they put me in like a football field or a basketball field, basketball court, I wouldn't mind. I'm not picky with it.
I really enjoy soccer.
Yeah, it's so
I grew up with
entertaining.
it, and I see all the camera work when I went to a game, and I was like, it's pretty impressive the way they do that. Like, I feel like once you get into the field, you're really nitpicking also in the way they work things.
Yeah, I'll follow like TikTok accounts just to keep up with some of the broadcasters.
I think it's pretty interesting. I think a lot of filmmakers we look at everything, we really criticize that small thing in it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was nice having you here. I really appreciate you having me, Cruz, and I hope we keep working together. All right, and goodbye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. And again, hope y'all can make it to the Huntsville Prison Film Festival at the Old Town Theater.